Antonio, so I did have a lot of people asking me about Tesla to do a quick PA. I don't think I'm really gonna spend a lot of time on this. The chart's super easy. I think it's going down. I think it's gonna be going down. I think it's gonna be retesting 566 for the most part. I mean, it's hitting trend and it's not breaking it. It's been trying to break it ever since what the week of June 28th, and it just can't seem to break towards the upside and close. And it's actually closing under the 656 level. Um, I mean, yeah, it's staying above the 50 MA, but I think for the most part it's going down. I really doubt that it's going to stay on the upside and it's going to go back up to like 713 or something. I'm probably going to buy puts on this tomorrow for maybe like a month out because I do think that Tesla is headed back to 566, maybe somewhere like 572, maybe like the 600s. But the monthly is bearish. The weekly is gonna close bearish this week. I don't want to say it's a guarantee, but it has one more day, like one more day and 19 hours of trading before it actually closes, right? So if by Friday Tesla doesn't break 655 or doesn't break that trend, I 100% think it's gonna go down. Even right now, you guys can see that it's been breaking bullish, or it's been trying to break bullish ever since July 12th, and it just hasn't been moving too much to the upside. So right now, bull power is pretty weak, and I think for the most part, even though like I said for the weekly, it looks like we're going to close on the downside. I think you're going to have a drop that's kind of similar to what happened back on the week of April 12th. I think Tesla, if it keeps this kind of um, if it keeps this sideways trading, I think when that weekly is actually triggered, I think we go down like this basically for the next 2 weeks. I doubt that we're actually going to be doing anything, um, unless Tesla gets some like crazy bullish news, which I doubt. I don't think it's going to be going up to the upside. I mean, it's playing out too perfectly on this downtrend, and I think it's at least going to go back to these five like 66 levels. I think it's going to trade under 600 bucks within like 2 weeks or so. I mean, if you guys can look at what happened last time, what was the high, right? Last time we actually had that trigger, we went down what from 667 down to lows of what 547. Like that's a pretty big drop, right? And that was a 120-point drop in about 2 weeks or so. Or sorry, it's not 2 weeks. That's actually 7 days. So just as a kind of gauge, right? Let's look at the same thing. If we do from the highs of last week, which I doubt that is going to be high of last week, or this is this week, actually, yeah, this is this week actually. The high of this week. If we use the highs of this week, we go out 7 days, we can basically see what another 120-point drop, 120-point drop. So another 120-point drop would put us at basically the same price, 547.37. I think minimum we do go down to 566 for Tesla. We might even drop lower, just because I think for the most part, it still has another week of bear momentum. I think this week is going to be the actual close, and then next week, within the next 2 weeks, you might see that 566. So right now, I'd be 100% comfortable buying puts on Tesla. It just looks like it's going to go back down. It looks like it's going to go back to 566, to be completely honest. I'll see you guys later.